One of the biggest things that separates average people from successful people is consistency, okay? The average person may say they want to start something only to get into it and end up quitting along the way.
While the successful person always goes the distance and stays persistent.
But how does this happen? They both had the same goal, right? Correct. But the difference is the average person had bad habits while the successful person had good habits. So if you're watching this video right now, I already know you're gonna be a successful person, okay? That's why in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to build good habits so you can become an even more consistent person. All right, so according to the book Atomic Habits, okay, you need 4 steps to effectively change your behavior, okay? Number 1, cue. Number 2, craving. Number 3, response. And number 4, reward. This 4-step process is called the behavior change feedback loop, created by James Clear. So now that I have laid out the 4 steps to effectively change behavior, okay, let me explain to you what they mean and how you can use these to build great habits. All right, number 1, okay, cue. The cue is an alert from your environment that is telling you that you need to do something, okay? For example, okay, if you're hungry, your stomach is gonna start to rumble, and that's your body letting you know that it's time to eat, okay? Another example, okay, if I wanna read, if I wanna make myself read more, okay, I'm gonna put a book on my bed earlier in the day so that when I get back in my bed area, you know, I look at my bed and I see the book in the middle of the bed. Now I know it's time to read. That's the cue, okay? And that's the key. The cue is important because it initiates the behavior change feedback loop, okay? It makes you aware of an action that you need to take. Everything we do involves a cue. So in order to make this work to your benefit, okay, and with building good habits, make the cues to your good habits apparent, obvious, as blatant as possible, okay? So that you know it's time to act on those good habits. Another example of using the cue to work on good habits, okay? I know sometimes I don't want to fold my clothes, okay? So I'll grab my laundry basket and I dump all the clothes on my bed, okay? And whenever I want to go lay in my bed, I can't because I have a whole bunch of clean clothes that need to be folded, okay? And that's the cue. The clothes are on the bed, in a way telling me that I need to fold them. So that's another example of how you can use a cue to work to your benefit. So make the cue to your good habits obvious, okay? Because this will assist you in moving on to the next step of the feedback loop, which is number 2, craving. Before you do anything, okay, you have to desire something. You aren't gonna put yourself through the grueling task of climbing a mountain if you don't wanna reach the top and feel that overwhelming sense of achievement and just look out on the scenery and just take a deep breath and be like, wow, I did that, okay? So in order to make this next step work, number 2, which is craving, you have to make your good habits desirable. This will end up building up something inside of you that's gonna really draw you towards acting on your good habits, okay? For example, okay, if I wanna make practicing my guitar seem more attractive, I can remind myself of how great I feel playing it. I can remember the sense of achievement I get when I learn something new. I can envision myself rocking out and playing something cool I learned for others. So if you have a good habit you want to establish, make it desirable. Ask yourself, why do you want to do it? Why? What benefits will it bring you, okay? Why do you want to make this a part of your routine? What is this going to do for you? Remind yourself of that, and it'll make it more desirable, and it'll pull you into acting on it. The 3rd step of the behavior change feedback loop is response, okay? This is honestly the easiest part of the behavior change feedback loop because response is just literally fulfilling the action that you set out to do, like it's just doing the task. But what we want to focus on here is how can we make it easier for us to do this task, okay? So here's an example, okay? A great example, okay? I'm a YouTuber, right? And over the past 4 months, I've done a terrible job of being active and posting on here because I let my life get in the way of what I actually love to do, okay? And sometimes that happens, okay? So I was faced with the problem of how do I build this habit back up? How do I be more consistent with posting my videos? So I had the cues, I knew why I was attractive. It was already desirable for me, But how do I make it easy to post? How did I make it easy to post? Okay, so this is what I did. I wrote up a habit contract pretty much to hold myself accountable to action. I have 2 accountability partners, and if I don't post 2 videos a month, I have to pay both of my friends $50 each, and I have to go on Twitter and tweet, I am not a man of my word because I am lazy and undisciplined. And I have people on Twitter who like my tweets and stuff, and I don't want to embarrass myself like that publicly. So you better believe I'm gonna come on here and post these videos, all right? Because I don't have a choice, and I also love doing it. So there it is. It's easy for me to post now because I have the fear of the consequences riding me the whole time to act. And so I made it easy. Another way I've made making posting YouTube videos easier is I made a checklist of everything I need to do in order to successfully post a YouTube video, okay? And following this checklist has made it that much more easier posting a video because I know everything I need to do in order. So master your response by making the process of doing your good habit easier. All right, so far we've covered cue, craving, and response, okay? These are the first 3 steps of the behavior change feedback loop, okay? And these first 3 steps are important because they help you and guide you and assist you in completing your good habit, okay? All right, so now that you understand these 3 steps, let's cover the last one. Number 4, reward, okay? This is literally the icing on the cake to the behavior change feedback loop. And I don't know about you, but honestly, the only reason I eat cake is for the icing, all right? Because that icing is just, man, it's just delicious, and it makes eating cake so satisfying because it's there and it's just delectable. But yeah, it's satisfying, okay? And that's what the reward is. You need to make your good habit satisfying. For example, okay, say it's January right now and you want a 6-pack by the end of the year, okay? So you do your research and you plan for it and you do the appropriate exercises, all right? All right, so take a picture of when you start and then take a picture at the end of each month so that you can view your progress. If you stick to your good exercise habits month by month, you will slowly be able to see the transformation of your old body into that 6-pack, okay? Each month, you will be rewarded with physical proof of your progress. And nothing is more motivating than progress, okay? So with this newfound satisfaction, you're gonna be motivated to keep going. You're gonna be motivated to repeat your good exercise habits because you know where you're gonna go and you know how far you've come, okay? And that's all it is. Reward yourself in order to make your good habits more repeatable. Because what's the point of hard work without no play? No point at all, my friend. No point at all. All right, so let's review, okay? In order to build a good habit, we need to follow the behavior change feedback loop, okay? Cue, make your good habit obvious. Craving, make your good habit desirable. Response, make your good habit easy. Reward, make your good habit rewarding. All right, so in the next video, I'm going to explain to you guys how to break bad habits, okay? Because it's literally just the opposite of what I've talked about, okay? And if you want more information on how to build or break bad habits, get the book Atomic Habits. I'm gonna link that in the description. All right, so stay tuned for the next video. And also, remember this, I love you and I appreciate you, okay? Thanks for watching this video all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next video.